Now, here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
That's right, and good evening, everyone. We're starting off a new week with some cloudy skies over in Powell, Wyoming. It's a picture from Lynn Richardson. Kind of some angry-looking cloudy skies out there by west of Powell, but not much in the way of precipitation out of it. So in the meantime, let's move on and go to the next picture. I like this one. This is a picture from Leon Jensen. You're seeing Fishing Bridge illuminated by the waning hunter moon out there. Yeah, nice looking shot there, Leon. Thanks for sending that in. Here's the way things are shaping up Billings right now tonight. Really not a bad night for us currently. We have 42 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Winds out of the west at about 16 miles per hour. Gives you a wind chill factor that feels like 34 degrees out there. So yeah, it feels a little chilly out there. 51 degrees was our high temp today. Normal high for this time of year is 58. The record was 85 back in 2003. The record low was 19 back in 1984. When it comes to precipitation, nothing new to add to the totals today, but here in the Billings area, we did have a couple of sprinkles move through. Just a couple of raindrops here on your windshield, what we would call like a 4 or 5 inch rain. They were 4 or 5 inches apart. There really wasn't much there. And as you can see, for the month, here's where we sit 4,400s. Need to be at 8,900. So we're a little bit behind for the month, but for the year, we're still way ahead of normal over at 17.60. The average yearly total for precipitation is like 13.66 inches. So we've blown the doors off that precipitation total this year. Meanwhile, these are our current temps. We're into the 30s and 40s out in the west, 30s and 40s across the high line. No 50s left anymore, but we still have a few 30s. What is interesting here, look at all these 30s. Now, the reported highs here today were mostly in the 50s. Look at that, 53 over Jordan, 52 at Glendive. 54 over Miles City. What's the difference? Well, they had no clouds tonight. Clouds kind of act like a blanket. And so with the clearing skies, temperatures have dropped back down into the 30s area. And Billings topped out at 51 today. Out in the far west, 40s and 50s out there as well. And as you can see here today, Doppler radar, this shows the whole story. You have a little bit of a jet stream moving through out of the north to the west, the northwest flow. A couple of scattered showers around the Missoula area. We had some sprinkles up around the Billings area today. They have since moved on, but this is all part of a much larger system. Take a look at this big bad boy. That low pressure cell, that is the same one in the upper levels that kind of swung through here last night and produced all the severe thunderstorms in Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Now that storm has moved all the way into the Appalachians, and for us it's an upper level low pressure cell, but at the surface there's a surface low there as well. So this baby is what we call stacked, vertically stacked. It adds a lot of lift to the atmosphere, and that's why these storms have been so strong. Now for us, we're looking at out here another system moving in. It's sending a little bit of moisture out ahead of it in northwestern Montana tomorrow, but we think by tomorrow night that cold front will push on through and make it way past the Billings area. Out in front of it, that's a little warm front, could bring some scattered rain showers. Behind it, look for more snow showers up in the mountains, and then by the time Wednesday gets here, that whole thing moves away, but we're still looking at some scattered moisture moving in. The cold air is back here behind the cold front, so the precip is going to be scattered snow showers around the mountains and also back here in the extreme eastern edge of the state. Now, how much precip we talking about? Not much for Billings, about 11/100ths of an inch, about 1/3 of an inch over Livingston. Everybody else generally a little bit less than that. And when it comes to snowfall, most of your snow will pile up around the mountains, 1 to 2 or maybe 2 to 4 inches. Everyone else, generally just light stuff. Now for Billings tonight and the rest of the region, we'll cool down to the 30s and 40s for overnight lows, generally clearing skies in the northeast, maybe cloudy skies here in the Billings area tonight. In fact, by tomorrow, we're looking at temps getting back into the 50s, maybe 59 in Billings, 61 at Hardin, and the far west back out into the 50s out there. But for Billings tonight, 37 degrees with mostly cloudy skies for the overnight low. Next 7 days, it'll stay into the 40s and 50s through Thursday, back up to 64 on Friday, and then look at this, drop it all the way back down to 36 on Monday with a chance for snow as we move in then. Let's go back to the desk.